Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I have some news. Well, actually, I don't have the news. I know of the news, but Jan from New York City, from her channel, is going to be giving you what the big news is about that everybody's anxiously awaiting. But before I introduce her and bring her in, or I know you guys see her. If you
Hi,
want,
everybody.
good morning. Have Go ahead if you want and comment what you think the big news is about, and we'll go from there. But I am about to go ahead and turn this over to Janet to where she can go ahead and give you the really big news. It just so happens I was on video chat with her when she was looking in her email, and lo and behold, it happened to be there. So, Jan, good morning.
Good morning, Steve. How are you?
I'm fine. So I'm going to go ahead and let you, announce or say what your big news is, or if you want to wait a little bit and let.
I would like to wait and see at least a minute or two. If somebody's out there viewing, please head to the comment section and take a guess as to what happened from my live show this morning, which I hope some of my folks that watched me this morning may be here right now. It literally occurred right, maybe about within a half hour after I went off the air this morning from my Monday Live. And then let's just say that Steve was witness to this. So take a minute, take an educated guess. I don't care if it's one person that has the courage to try to take a guess as to what could have happened to me from that point on. I am dying to know if you can figure that out. Anyway, Steve, while we're waiting a second, I just want to say I'm really glad you're feeling better. I know you had a little like discomfort over the weekend.
Yeah, that was the reason why I could not attend your live yesterday with Ellen and Debbie. Not because I didn't want to be there, but I had a doctor's appointment about that time, and I wanted to go ahead and get this checked out. I'm glad that I did because I had I have like a fluid buildup in there around the eardrum, and it was starting to get infected. So I really needed to get that
So
addressed.
you nipped it in the bud pretty fast, which is
Yes.
you're on antibiotic as we speak, right? Which is, I see the biggest smile on your face this morning. Yesterday morning, I saw how you were hurting. But if there's anybody out there, please try to take a guess. I would love to know what you might be thinking
Yeah,
has occurred.
because I'm looking because I have the screen up over here on my right.
You
And
could check the comment section in case there's somebody viewing.
well, the only thing I'm looking at is it says StreamYard live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Click on a comment to show it on screen. Okay.
Okay, on top there's like a blue word that says comment in the like corner, and maybe tap that.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No, no, please forgive us, everybody viewing.
Oh,
We're
there's
both in
okay.
a learning process.
All right. I have okay. Life with Granny T. Good morning,
Hey,
Granny
Life
T.
with Granny T. Good
Made it.
morning.
I'm glad you were able to make it over. If in case you don't know what the question is, we're trying to find out what Jan's biggest, you know,
Something happened. I'm just going to give some clues. Something occurred directly after my live broadcast with you. After I signed off from point A to point C, something happened at point B that, in my opinion, for me personally, is absolutely huge. So
well,
we're going to give her a minute. Maybe somebody wants to take a guess. Granny, can you take a guess, Granny T?
yeah,
What could have happened?
well,
I'm not going to say yes or no. Just leave your comment.
minimalism by Ann says my guess about what the big news is. Jan gained 90,000 new subs after that video. Um,
I, I wish that
well,
were true.
I want to
Yeah,
say she,
regarding that comment, thank you, Minimalist. Can I just throw in something, Steve?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
regarding that comment regarding subscribers, this is where I need my family of subscribers that exist to help us, including Steve as a fellow YouTuber. If you really enjoy our shows, YouTube recognizes us better when somebody slams on the like button and the share button. There are people that love to watch, and I know you do, and I know you do. Not you specifically, Minimalism, but I know that you know the route because you have a channel, which, by the way, is a wonderful channel, Minimalism by Ann. Get over there. I know you recognize that as a fellow tuber. But for viewers, I know of some viewers who have viewed like thousands of my broadcasts that have not even subscribed. And all they had to do is take their finger and literally tap subscribe. I appreciate your view. But if you're viewing my stuff every day, all you have to do is slam on subscribe. It's not my thing. It's the way it works. It's the way it works. That's how YouTube recognizes the video creator. I could create 1 million videos a year, but if the viewers aren't recognizing it by sharing and clicking like and all that and subscribing, unfortunately, that's how it works in the rank, in the search engine rank.
Yeah, it does.
So Minimalism by Ann thinks it's about 90,000 subscribers. That would be nice, but that's not it. Mm-hmm. Did Granny T give a guess?
She actually gave a couple. Good morning. Hi, Linda Campbell. Nice to see you. Life with Granny T says, I would guess that you got another 1,000 new subscribers. That was her first guess. Her second guess, and I'm just going to say it. Her second guess, you got monetized. Yay, congrats.
I'm going to wait and see if anybody else has another guess. Okay, just one more guess out there, and then I'll spill the beans. Okay.
Okay.
All I could say is another hint that certain things cannot happen unless we have viewers and viewers that appreciate.
That's right.
You know, and Steve, how are you enjoying your beginning YouTuber? How are you enjoying your brand new journey as a YouTuber?
I like it. I mean, for somebody that has never had any experience in broadcasting, I never went to broadcasting school, although I've had several people say, Steve, you have that voice for radio. You know, because I do like music. That's really my
anybody
thing.
you know was included on that list that said that to you?
Nobody here. Although one time, well, wait a minute. Let me backtrack. Then I take that back. You were one. Now I remember when Granny T tagged us in that, our favorite fall segment. She did say that I had a very soothing voice.
How nice was that?
And I appreciate that. But I've had people.
You do.
But I've had people tell me that I belong in the broadcasting radio world. And again,
I believe you do. I believe you do.
Mind you, I've never been to broadcasting school. I've watched a lot of talk shows as a child, but keep in mind, not what you have today.
Steve, yours was the talk show era growing up.
Right. In the 80s, I was a Phil Donahue. I was a Sally Jesse. Let's see.
Bravo to them.
Yeah. Later in the early 90s, I was a fan of Montel Williams. He was good.
Yeah. Loved him.
I know I'm leaving out 2 or 3 other. I did like Merv Griffin.
Oh, he was my favorite as a child.
Yeah.
I loved him.
And let's see, I liked Dinah Shore, even though she was a woman. But I look for these styles. I look for the way that they present themselves. Oh, another one that I did like, and he's been around probably since God was created. Dick Cavett.
Oh yeah, he was absolutely professional.
He's another one that I used to like to tune into.
And don't forget, I used to like Ricki Lake when I was
Ricki Lake,
in my 30s.
Again, she was just an actress, and then she all of a sudden got her big break
And that's just it. She took herself from being a dramatic actress, a Broadway person and movie person, and put it to the airwaves in that format.
Hmm. Right.
Anybody? I don't have the comments on here, so I don't know what it's
Oh,
saying.
okay. Well, let's see. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Delightful Granny T. I appreciate you saying my voice is relaxing and calming. Um, you know, I mean, I wouldn't consider myself to be like a white version of Barry White. I mean, Barry White, God rest your soul. Again, like you and I agree, the man never got out of bed the way he spoke. But
He always sounded like he was in bed.
right. So, I mean, if it, again, there's a
I was trying to be polite.
right. But no, that's and again, I'm a quick study.
Yeah.
So all I'm doing is taking all of the talk shows that I brought up that I used to watch, and then there's probably a few that I'm leaving out.
Johnny Carson.
Oh, yes,
Jack.
Johnny.
You mentioned Jack Parr, which floored me. I'm like, how do you know Jack Parr?
Yeah. Well,
Jack Parr was a patient of my dentist.
Oh, really?
My original dentist growing up.
Oh, well, again, I consider myself an old soul. I like, the olden times. I mean, when I watch TV, I'm not really much of a primetime person. I mean, like 5 or 10%. I'm more of an antenna or cozy, or I like my game shows. I like MeTV. I'm the older TV shows, TV Land sometimes. I don't really care for TV. Give me TV like in the 80s on back when you had quality.
True.
That's me. So,
any more guesses out there?
At the moment, there is not, but I'm kind of. Come on.
Oh. Can I go ahead with it now, or should I wait? It's your show.
I tell you what. Since it's 10:23, can we wait 2 more minutes?
Absolutely, I can. Absolutely. Oh, by the way, while I have a minute, Steve, I have to share. I'm so sorry you weren't there yesterday, but you were there when you were viewing the show. Yeah, so thank you. That show yesterday, Ellen from Ellen's. Oh my goodness gracious!
Abundant
Life, right? On Less, for Less, on Less, and of course Debbie on the How Debbie Saves channel. We had so much fun yesterday, and you want to know part of the reason, in my opinion, Steve? It was a break. No. It was a break from all negative news all the time. I strongly suggest to anyone viewing us, take that break. Please don't sit down and stare at negative news information all the time.
No.
It does nothing. Nothing.
No. That's why
get informed, get the vitals and run.
Right. That's why I make it a point at night. Don't watch the news. That's the worst time to watch the news, when you're going to bed. Really? You want to find out about really, you want to find out about somebody who got robbed or shot and you're within a 3-mile radius of where you live? I'm just using that for an example.
And then they give the grin. Good night. Have a wonderful night.
Oh yeah.
You just told us 5 people were killed, like the OK Corral. There was a burning fire. It burnt up a 5-story building, but the weather is good.
Oh yeah.
Smile.
You say that, you lay there in bed with your eyes open, like, oh my God, what's going to happen? So, yeah.
There's a difference between being informed on the news as opposed to being obsessed with the news.
Sure.
You don't need that negative information constantly. It's going to bring you down. Yeah. You got to keep watching Steve and Jen.
Now, okay, I'm hoping Granny T is still there because she had to go run some errands, but I'm hoping she's still on. Let's go ahead and reveal.
Yes, the big reveal. Drum roll.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Soon after today's broadcast, Steve and I, as you know, we're friends. I mean, obviously we're friends. So I want to check in with Steve, see how his ear's feeling today, and so on and so forth. So we were on personal video chat, and he's getting ready for my business day, and have my alternate, device that I work with to do my work. Okay, when you see us on a video, that's like the finished product. But there's other thousands of things we have to do in order to get here. So I figured I'll start my business day, right? I said, you know what, Steve, let me check my email today. Well, Granny T was the one who said it. Who was the one who said it about monetization?
It was Granny T.
Mm-hmm. Granny T, congratulations. You are absolutely right. I got a congratulation letter from YouTube that I am now officially accepted into the partner program, which means that from henceforth, this moment on, I can begin to monetize my channel. You know, you're not going to walk away. I was so ecstatic, more importantly, to think that I have been recognized as a valid channel. Now, I only found out Saturday that I re-hit my 4,000 hours and submitted my application for review. In less than 48 hours, I was approved. I have to see who this is because I have no clue.
I think I might know who this is.
So, this is like real life,
Yeah.
Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Oh, okay, for apartment 10? All right, thank you.
Okay.
One of these days, I think FedEx owes me a commission. I'm really sorry. And it's always apartment 10, whoever you are.
Whoever you are, yeah.
Talk about monetization. I should be monetized for accepting. Anyway.
Well, considering,
I ruined my glory moment. I wanted to tell you.
Well, no. Try to remember back,
All right. Let me rerun this. Steve, you were there. Why don't you recapitulate? Because I'm really upset that happened. I need my water.
Okay. So after Jan and I were on, or actually her live, and I was just an onlooker and commenting. You said you were going to reach me, so you did. We contacted each other. We voice chat, make sure everything was hunky dory. We do a video chat, and within the first 5 or 10 minutes, you're looking at your tablet, and you get an email from YouTube that you have been approved. Your review.
And you hear me going, "Oh my gosh, oh my God." Well, I said, "Oh my God." I
literally thought for a moment I think she teared up a little bit because it was an epic moment. I mean, and then I told you, I said, well, they'd already reviewed you, and all they had to do was just wait for you to, make the corrections.
And I was about to say, this was less than 48 hours.
It was quick.
Okay, now I'll tell you what I think happened. Okay, 2 reasons, as Steve and I have a theory on it. I tried applying before, but I deleted too many videos because I misunderstood something, but I regained my hours to hit the 4,000 mark again. But that was one thing. The other thing is, and this is good advice for somebody contemplating to get monetizing their channel, have an existent Google AdSense account so that when you're in the review process, it takes less time for them. This I have heard about in other videos, but that's not how come I had that account. I had that account since about at least 14 years because I was receiving revenues from Google AdSense when I was an author of like blogs and articles for another thing called Hub Pages and all that. I used to submit articles there, place Google ads on them, and you get revenue from that. So I had an existing Google AdSense account. That skips that need to wait because I already got that. Remember that letter people show you with the code? I did that many years ago. So that helps in the process, okay? And also if you have good things going on with your channel, no problems. It's a clean slate channel, which I work very hard to keep it that way, and it's going to remain that way and better than that. But I could thank Mr. Steve Young Whoever did not hear the story, can I tell the helicopter story again,
Yes,
Steve?
you may. Sure. I mean,
Or do you want to tell it? You want to tell it?
no, no. I'm giving you go ahead because
It's okay. Okay, because
Yeah,
it's your channel. So all right.
I know.
Okay, Steve and I have been friends for multiple years. Met in a music group, you know that part, whatever. So we're no strangers to each other. We're very excellent friends. Okay, make a long story short, I was contemplating starting a YouTube channel because I have my love of broadcasting and I have good messages in my opinion and blah blah blah. So one whole year, I said, should I do it? Should I not do it? I don't think I should do it. Should I do it? So finally, Steve Young got like sick of it, and he kind of like pushed me out of the helicopter. And he said, just do it.
Like Nike.
I like Nike. Steve and I share a secret. Before we go on live shows, what do we do right before like if you're on my channel, right, co-hosting a show, what do I always say in the broadcast room? Come on, Steve, tell me what I have to do. And what do you always say? Just
do it.
That's it. And it's a glory moment for any broadcaster. Steve, there's actually a name for it. They call it the broadcaster's high. It's like an adrenaline rush right before you slam down the record button or the live button. That 10 seconds before, anybody that really loves to broadcast will understand what I'm saying. Any YouTuber who records will understand that high energy. And ask anybody that comes on my show, because we have a lot of fun in the broadcast room right before we go on the air. Ask any of them. They'll agree. But I want to thank you. That's why I'm here. I had to announce it.
Yeah. I'm glad that, I was glad that I was able to be there at that moment,
In real time.
I mean,
oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I feel, I feel great that happened to you, because if it wasn't for me 4 years ago or 3.5, I believe in you and I know you can do it. I mean, look at what it's given you. Look what, just by me saying those few words.
Right. Well, you know what? You know what it is too, Steve. It's ironic. You're the one that pushed me out of the helicopter. But God made sure that you were also the one to witness me in real time open up that email. Now, I got that response about being eligible for the partnership program and to submit my application for review on my birthday, which I did take care of on my birthday. Okay. Tomorrow is my mom's birthday. So I'm thinking somewhere along the line, there was a gift all around, gift from you, gift from my mom, gift from Faye, gift from everything, gift from everybody. So it's not that I'm going to expect to make $1 gazillion. You want to know what really makes me the happiest part of all, Steve? That my efforts were validated. My efforts, it's a proven concept now that this channel has a real mission. And the mission is to encourage folks to save. Anyone can save. This is what I care about every day. Open your eyes. You can do it. Never give up. If you have $10 to save, start with $10. If you have $1 to save, start with $1. Do not listen to naysayers, okay? This is what matters to me. Do not listen to the naysayers and keep on going. And thank you for having me here today, Steve.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Like I said, according to, coming back to the comments for a minute, Life with Granny T, she said she loves watching Steve and Jan. Well, I think
we love watching Granny T's channel too. Head on over there.
And you also, tuning in, and we tune into you. So, I thank you for that. I'm glad. Yeah, because we really do work very well. People think, if you're probably let me say it this way, if you're probably wondering how everything seems so in place when we come on, is because 10 or 15 minutes we go into the broadcast studio of this StreamYard before the live button is hit, or if it's a pre-record feature, that's there as well. And we kind of roughen the edges and get everything, we compare our mental notes, so to speak. And then when we're all set, that's when we come on, and that's how everything is all lined up. Because we don't want to come on and say, Hi, well, good to see you. Okay, well, we're here now. What? That's why you never see that with us.
I
Everything's
look at it this way, Steve. We have the pre-show, which is like the unofficial you and I hanging out on our personal video chat, and we rummage through our notes. Then we have the pre-show, which is as we enter the broadcast studio, which might be 15 minutes to a half hour earlier. We're going over our notes. We the whole idea is we may make it look like it's like so simple and easy. And if we did that, we accomplished our goal. But trust me, me, it is never easy. It takes work. And the work is not always necessarily visible behind the
no,
scenes.
it's not.
No, no. But we have to thank you, the viewer, for coming back. Thank
Oh,
you.
absolutely. That's the important thing. You have well, like in a music sense, you have a rock singer, Elton John, or whatever group it may be, the Beatles. Well, that's another. Well, anyway.
I'm not using
All
that
right.
word.
All right. Let's try something else. Let me backtrack. It doesn't matter. I'm not trying to make a big blow up out of it, but it doesn't matter, like in a music sense, no matter who the artist or group is.
Exactly.
If you don't have the fans, how are they going to buy your albums?
Exactly. It's
Go to
all
your
about,
concerts.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I tell you what, let me modify them. How about Reba McEntire? That woman's got a voice like.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
I agree.
Anyway,
There's so many, and that's another thing, like regarding fellow tubers. If you're contemplating, may I say this now, Steve, for a
sure.
second?
Yeah.
If you're contemplating creating a channel, please do so. Don't worry about being perfect. I started off as a weight loss channel. You saw what happened there. Nothing. But I turned into a budget channel. And you know what? That's what God destined for me. Okay. And that's okay.
Okay.
But everyone has such wonderful messages. If everybody had the same message, boring. Steve, you have your random messages. You love your music, whatever topic comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, Granny T has her beautiful messages of
Right.
real life, and like you're in her kitchen with her, and she shares her family life with Patty, her wonderful crafting. How Debbie saves with her savings agenda in the kitchen, and Ellen, her different points of view with eating and shopping, and I mean money. I could go on here we go, but everyone, like Roberto Blake says, he's the guru, by the way, that I listened to from day one, always will, regarding YouTube, my opinion. Everyone starts at zero. Not my quote. Roberto Blake.
It's a fact. You gotta be down here in order to get. Everybody starts at the bottom. I mean, I don't care who you are.
According to Roberto Blake, like the first either 25 or 100, I forget the figure. The first batch of videos are going to be, he said it suck.
Hey, I use the word all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're going to stink. So it's,
Yeah.
However, not always true. What's that one video of mine, Ed? The one that I detest as far as technicality, that was a huge success. Do you remember that one, Steve? 8,000 views.
Well, that's where I thought you were going. Yeah, a simple bada bing, bada boom coffee cake recipe. The shaky cam, it looked as though you drank about 4 pots of coffee.
I did.
Oh, you literally?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. I had to just make sure of that one, but
all right, 5 gallons of water. Okay.
Water is good.
It is.
But yeah, that video, and really all you're doing is you're just adding water to a recipe, basically.
Well, it isn't okay. Of course, it's the content, and I have good intention. It is my most successful video. And by the way, Steve, be so kind. I would really appreciate if you could link that one to your description box.
Okay.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. For those that are new to your channel, they may be interested.
Right.
This particular video was done with shaky cam. What it is, it's basically how to make a coffee cake out of complete pancake mix. And I did my best for what I knew at that time, okay? I didn't even have a tripod yet. I had a cardboard thing that worked, but I was using my hand. I'm going, ugh. I didn't realize, like, until one day my sister said, God love her, just, Jan, I love you, but your videos are making me seasick. Seasick?
Seasick.
I never heard anyone refer to my video. The early ones, not now.
Oh,
now we're rock steady. Okay.
you know.
She says, yeah, it's like you're this. I'm like, oh, wow. So then I got serious, and I was gifted and blessed from Patty from the Life with Patty channel with this tripod, and a relative gave me another one for my Fire tablet. And thank you guys. And I'm working on growing my channel into a much more professional channel, but it takes money.
Right.
Takes money. And feel free to donate to my PayPal me.
Ditto.
I do have a link to it.
Even though I'm in the baby stages, but I
don't no donation to the channel is too small. I'm just putting it out there. But at the end of the week, I'm also going to announce something on my channel about something that you may be interested in purchasing, and it has to do with 25 things about me I will never reveal on YouTube. It is a report, and I'll give all the details about this on Friday's morning show. So tune in. Even you don't know this yet, Steve.
Well, Friday. Oh, I'm not worried about that because I'm looking forward. Let's put it that way. I have to. Okay, this right here. I have to. Let's see. How do I do this?
What do we try to do now? Put a banner?
How do I do that? Tap
the comment. We're all learning here, so thank you for your patience. I do the same thing on mine. Yay!
I have to put this up because
I'm not here to be monetized. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I went 2.5 years without being monetized. I think after 2.5 years of daily uploads, it's time I get monetized.
It's this
That's
message.
Thousands of videos.
This kind of got to me a little bit. I'm a softie. You got to forgive me. I'm not here to be monetized. I'm here to make memories for my children and grandchildren so that
when I hear that a lot. That's very nice.
They can look back and still see me. Guess what, Granny T? I have to agree with you 100%. That right there has no value.
You mean priceless?
Priceless, no value. Priceless, yeah.
Right.
That has this. Let me put it. I kind of bit my. Okay, that really has a lot of value to it, but in a way
that's a wonderful intention. And honestly, I started off as a hobby, but when I saw, I mean, even like other people, like really well-established YouTubers would say to me, "Stop saying you don't want to get monetized," because they said you should feel like you should get monetized because it takes work. And when I saw me putting my heart and soul to it, how many times I created videos while I was up the entire night taking care of a very sick mom to make sure I kept my word out there to my folks and my commitment to my folks, meaning you guys out there.
Yes,
so
at the time,
it's okay to get monetized. It's okay to get monetized for your hard work. If somebody has attention only to do a sentimental thing, that's wonderful. Excuse me. But it took me like well over 1.5 years to accept the fact that it's okay to get monetized. Now I'm 2.5 years into it, and I finally have that opportunity now. I have no regrets about it. I work really hard for my channel.
Yeah. And even before I became a channel contributor, I was an onlooker. I was just even before I subscribed to you, I would still watch, and I knew what you were kind of going through because of dealing with your mom and I would kind of watch, and I'm like, wow, basically what I'm trying to say is I'm calling you a trooper because you had a lot. Yeah, you had a lot going on at the time to deal with.
Very much, yeah.
And I can relate to being a caregiver because again, I was there for my mom and my dad, and I would not trade any of that for nothing in this world. I
That's
was
how audio shows were born on my channel. Excuse me, Steve. I have to interject 1 second. That's how audio shows were born on my channel because I couldn't get on camera because many nights I had 20 minutes sleep, an hour sleep. I said, I'm not gonna scare my viewers. So that's when I started doing my like audio shows, which sound like little radio podcasts.
right.
Plus, I also like to be behind the scenes, but how they were born on my channel was out of need. I wanted to keep my commitment to my viewers, to my listeners, but there were many nights like a year ago, 20 minutes sleep. It was awful.
Yeah.
But mom is smiling and watching and proud of me. So there.
She is. I guarantee it. Yeah. But you know, I wouldn't. Again, Granny T. I love that comment. It touches me because I was close to both my mother and my father.
That's a wonderful gift to your family.
Right. I was born. I was raised. My diapers were changed. I was bathed. I was, I was brought up. The least I could do, and believe me, I had no problem, is return the favor back.
Absolutely.
Because God did that for a reason. Mom and dad bring us up, do all of that for us. But guess what? Mom and dad, they age too.
That's right.
Then we got to turn, then the tables are turned, and we got to do the same back for them.
I want to interject. Parents or guardians that love you are a privilege, not a right. They're a privilege.
They are.
So anyone out there taking their mom and dad for granted with the we'll get together then thing, we'll have a good time then. Time runs out. We are not here for an unlimited amount of time. Make it your business this holiday season to keep good in touch with your family.
Or, I know the song you're referring to, Cats in the Cradle by Harry Chapin, but another song by a group called Boston, since you're a 70s kid. There was a song called Long Time that they did. Time doesn't wait for me, it keeps on calling. So,
Amen.
So forgive me, again, I'm a music, eat, sleep.
There's nothing forgiving. This is good. I'm glad we have this honest dialogue. That's one thing I love about your channel, and it's my hope that others, appreciate it about my channel. We're the real deal. We say how we feel in a nice, tasteful manner.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to knock anyone, but we just, I think all of us strive for better. You're not going to get perfection. That's up to God. Perfection is God. That's God's turf. But you strive for improvement and for better.
Absolutely.
A lot of us, including me, we could all do a lot better. If you owe someone you love that phone call, make it today. Don't wait. Make it today.
Tomorrow might not be there.
No. But I had to share my happy news because I want to thank every single one of you. Thank you, Steve, for having me on.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Again, it's always a pleasure, having you on. I love the interaction. That's why anything you've seen on my channel, that's why I have Janet. We just work so well together. We're just like, I don't know, Laurel and Hardy, Woodward and Bernstein. I don't know how you want to look at it, I mean,
Young and Pine.
Young and Pine. Yes, we can't forget that.
That's our production name. Our official production name is Young and Pine.
Right. Yeah. It almost sounds like
it's actually a beautiful name.
What? It is, but it almost sounds like a law firm too, if you think about it.
No, we're far from that.
I know. Yeah, we know nothing.
But our brand is putting good information out there in a happy, positive manner because the world is full of too much negativity.
No, tell me about it.
We're not into the negative thing. No.
Yeah, absolutely. But, again, I'm glad that I was able. I mean, I know we talked about it earlier this morning that you could have just as easily have done it on your live. But, I'm trying to gain more subscribers. And I'm not doing YouTube interaction.
Let's help Steve on his journey. Every single current subscriber, call a friend. Ask a friend. Oh, by the way, you can throw me in on it too if you want to, add a subscriber to my thing too. But I
Okay.
really am concerned with Steve. I wanted to get that past that 100 pivotal mark. Steve, I trust our folks out there. You're going to get slammed and past the 50 mark by the end of possibly today or tomorrow. That's how much I trust my fellow viewers and subscribers.
I mean, I thank you. I hope for that too. Again, people have asked me, well, what is my channel about? Well, my channel is going to be or is random. You never know. We could be talking about this, well, or something similar. It could be financial, could be about a credit card. I like music. I like television.
I love that it's random because if your channel wasn't random, how would I have the opportunity to talk about this?
You wouldn't.
If you were just straight laced, let's talk about blue skies every day, I couldn't have this chat.
Well, to quote another song that we both know, since you're a 60s fanatic,
Yeah,
Sun.
but I wasn't 25 in the 60s, but go
No, you
ahead.
weren't. No, you weren't. That's like me being 5 years old in '79, even though I post '50s music. But
Amen.
all right, there's a song by the Temptations that starts off "Sunshine, Blue Skies." I wish it would rain.
Rain.
Okay, so I know a lot of whoever's still out there. I know you guys know it, but since you
Steve,
mentioned
like they say, we ain't dead yet.
no, no, we're not. I mean, we don't know when that day is going to be, but every day is a blessing, and thank you God that we were given another day and we woke up. That's how I look at it in that respect. But no, this has been fun. I like
Thank you for
today's
having me.
You're welcome. No, I like today's live. And now everybody knows the big news that has happened to you.
Yay. Oh, and one more thing, one more
Yeah.
thing, one more
Mhm.
thing, one more thing. When the ads start coming, you know what you need to do. I don't see a dime unless you do it.
I know what it is.
Watch the ad. Let it play.
Yeah, you got to let it play. If you click skip ad, they just gypped you out of money. I hate
I play all of my fellow tubers that I view that are monetized. I watch the ads. I may not watch the 5-minute ad, but I will watch those 30-second. I'm not going to slam on skip ad. I'll be patient for 30 seconds. What is 30 seconds?
It's not much.
Nothing.
No, no, not at all. No, I will watch the now on other well, I sorry guys, I have been guilty. If I want to watch, I do click skip ad, and I probably shouldn't. And but
No, I
yeah,
have fellow tubers that you're familiar with, for
right. But no,
example.
watch the ad. I mean, who knows? The ad may actually teach you something. There's no telling. But,
Or you find something that you can actually use in your life.
you never know. Me, I'm kind of like the old National Enquirer commercial back in the day. Inquiring minds want to know. That's me. Or to quote one of my favorite movies from the 1980s, and I think you might remember, I'm like Johnny Five in Short Circuit. Need more input.
Amen.
So yeah, but I enjoyed this live. I really did.
Me too.
Again,
Me too.
stay tuned. More or less in the near future, Jan will be back on again. I love having her on.
I love being here. Congratulations, Granny T, figuring that out. And
Yeah.
thank you, Minimalism by Ann. Run to her channel as well. And thank you for your kind thought about 90K subscribers. Hey, maybe one day. You never know.
Never know. Anything's possible. So that's how I look at it.
Thank you, Steve.
Oh, you're welcome. And again, everyone, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you guys here again. Again, tell your friends about me, like I said. And Jan will be back in the near future. Of course, you're going to see me on her channel. We, be being a channel contributor. And again, I thank everybody from the bottom of my heart.
And the helicopter pusher outer.
And the helicopter, of course. Listen, it was my absolute pleasure to push you out of the helicopter.
Okay.
Not everybody gets to say that, but yeah. All right. So I'll go ahead.
Thank you guys. You take care.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.